Hello guys, Zueljin here. Welcome to a little Q&A that I promised you guys I would do from my 4K sub special. I am doing post commentary over some survival Hunger Games that I did the other day. I'm just kind of getting into this stuff and getting the feel for survival games. I'd actually like to start doing it with some subs and some friends, and among other things, now that a couple seasons of some series have come to an end. But without further ado, you guys are here to learn about me and some questions that you had for me in the comment section on the 4,000 sub special. So here we go. Some of them were repeat questions, so just bear with me. I'll try to answer everything that I come across. Let's see. One day ago was It's That Crazy Gamer. He asked a couple of questions, but I went ahead and answered them in some of the following questions, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you a shout out, buddy. Thanks so much for being a sub and watching me. It's That Crazy Gamer. That's a long name, man. Let's see. NB Trainer says, congrats on 4,000. 20 was a lot to take in. Anyway, do you mind giving me a shout out in the Q&A? No, I don't, NB Trainer. Congrats, man. Thanks so much for following me and watching my videos and subscribing, and also congrats on 20 subs. That dude Chaos said, Z, I've been a fan of yours for a while now, and I love your videos. As a fellow YouTuber, I just hit 1,400 subs and was static. That's awesome, dude. So 4,000 must be insane. It really was. I remember when Hypermind came started, and that's what made me want to join in an FTB server. Keep up all the good work, and maybe someday I'll catch up to you. So thanks, dude. That's really cool, and congrats on 1,400 for sure. Let's see. Stefan Manavinsky says, "Grats Z. The question: what happens after CobbleCon?" That's the CobbleCon's pretty much done with, and in some of my free time, guys, I'm working on those editing tutorials. But for the most part, as far as you guys are concerned, probably some survival games with you guys and some more co-op stuff with the hyperminers. I'm gonna try to get that started real soon. Let's see. Brandon Shield 2000 says, if you got to be the #1 subscribed person on YouTube, what would you do? Well, I think I'd probably make videos for a living. In all my spare time, I guess I would make videos. I would for sure attend other conventions, all of the conventions I could possibly go to, all the gaming conventions and stuff, and help with other channels. I'm sure, you know, making sure that little channels got the attention that they deserve, because I know it helps so much when that happens. And I'm really big into this YouTube community. There's a lot more besides Minecraft that I watch and keep up with, and I think it's just a great place all in all to discover some really awesome talent. So I think that's what I would do. Spend more time with my family too, for sure. Let's see. Sorry if I'm a little nasally, guys. Let's see. Okay, next is X Loro says, what's your favorite song? Love some of the music in my videos. Well, thank you. I pride myself on good music selection. I would actually have much better selection if I could play whatever I wanted to play. But if I had to pick a favorite song, it'd probably be two. Autumn's Grey Solace by Devonian Serene is absolutely one of my favorites right now. If you ever watched Suma Void, he has a kind of like a flyby cinematic piece that he did on one of his survival worlds called Atlantis. And Autumn's Grey Solace is where I first heard that, and it's been a favorite of mine ever since. It's absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. As far as just a jam, Call Your Girlfriend by Robin. There's a dubstep mix that they call the Feed Me remix that's so freaking dope. It's insane. I can't even explain it. It's just good. You guys could go check that out. You'll definitely like it if you like that kind of music. Let's see, I've been doing a lot of B videos. I'm not asking for a shout out, just to take a look. I'll definitely take a look at that, man, and thanks so much. And as far as the shout out goes, you just earned it, Xloro. Appreciate it, dude. Tim Nicholas writes, Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts? And if so, what are your favorite games in the series? Well, I only played the first Kingdom Hearts, and it was awesome. I really, really liked it, so I'd have to say that would be my favorite. And could you give out my channel, a shout out to my channel and my friends Jumpy Jump? Yep, so Tim, Nicholas, and Jumpy Jump, thank you guys so much for being cool. It's Craft Bench, my buddy from Hypermind, says, well done on 4K, buddy. Who are your top 5 favorite YouTubers? Man, that's a hard question. Actually, probably, obviously, the Hyperminers and like Alfie and Omega would be my favorite YouTubers because I hang out with all of them and I love watching their videos. But I guess you guys want to hear about people that I watch outside of some of my best friends. So I guess in no particular order, I'd have to say Good, Doc M77, Asumavoid, Vintage Beef, and Jay the Classic Gamer, most likely. Let's see. H-Dog 7000 says, congrats on 4K, you deserve it. So my question is, I have 2. Who or what made you start YouTube? And the second question is, how do you get on the Minecraft fan server? Let's see. How I got on the Minecraft fan server is pretty easy. Omega Rainbow was already a part of that, and he invited me. Omega's my good friend. They have quite a few people that I was affiliated with on Breeville's Madhouse, and Bree and Jordan and Spence and Omega were all kind of had spots, and actually Luna Pod too, all had spots on the Minecraft fan server, and they offered those guys, they offered everybody on the Minecraft fan server at the time an extra slot, and Omega offered me his, so that was really, really cool of him. As far as who and what got me onto YouTube, it's probably, there was a number of things, but the most significant I think was, I used to watch YouTube and check out old retro games like LPs and stuff, and I used to watch RPGenie a lot, do Might and Magic, and that's probably what got me into watching YouTube, because I wanted some game content, you know. As far as starting YouTube is concerned, he's probably the person too. He made me, like, he just had such a presence and such a way of talking about the games and doing his commentary that I really felt comfortable with that. I was like, I could do that, and that seems very cool because I've always loved games, so it just seemed like something that was pretty natural for me. Video making was a whole different story, but we'll get into that in a few questions down the line. Let's see. Ruby Sohn says, can I join Hypermind? Yes, of course, Ruby. You are part of Hypermind, sir, and we love you. Question. Shrimp, crawfish, or crab? That's easy. Crawfish. I can peel them fast, I can eat them fast, and they are so delicious. I love them. Let's see. Woolly creeper. I love all of them, actually, but definitely crawfish would be my favorite. Let's see. Woolly creeper. More than deserved. Thank you so much, Tim. Really appreciate it. Who was your inspiration when starting YouTube, and is it different now? Yeah, my inspiration when I started, like my very first viewing experience was probably RPGenie. That developed into something else that we'll go into in a few more questions. And right now, as far as becoming successful on YouTube, Good has to be the guy that is my chief inspiration. Like, I just love how he's constructed the Minecraft server, and where he's going with that. Jay the Classic Gamer, my buddy, says, okay, so when are you doing another retro LP, and what game? And I think if I get a little bit more broad range of audience, buddy, I'll definitely do some more. I don't get enough views from it now, and if I'm gonna replace any kind of Minecraft content with it until I get much more free time on my hands, it would have to be something that would get a few more views, because I'm very interested in channel growth, so I can start broadening up my horizons. Once I get a few more thousand subs, that'll probably be a lot easier. And if I do start, it'll probably be Destiny of an Emperor. I've always wanted to do that game, and it's a really good RPG for the old Nintendo console, so that would be really cool for me to do. Let's see. 582 Gaming. What made you want to start Hypermine? Well, that's a number of things too. When I used to play, I was invited to a server that Armitage had called Shanks at Dawn. That's how I met a lot of the guys and that are on Hypermine now. And even after the server shut down, we actually all kind of stayed hanging out in a Skype chat. And we invited people that we met through YouTube, and some stayed and some left, and we invited new people and they introduced us to new people, and we kind of just started calling that chat Random Gathering of Guys. Well, when Feed the Beast kind of started getting big, it was very interesting to me. I really wanted to start some modded stuff, and it seemed like a great time, and I didn't know anything about FTB, and I lacked a whole bunch of time to do research, but I know there was a lot of info out there. So what I decided to do is just invite some of the guys, well, invite all the guys there, and we kind of just started up the server from that, and we kind of just developed a few people here and there, and added a few people, ran some contests, and made some new contexts, and that's kind of where we are today. So that's what made me start Hypermine. Let's see. Congrats, buddy, says AQ World 6609131. That's my favorite LPer now. Thanks so much, man. Let's see. Question 1. What was the best thing that happened to you? It can be real life or MC. The best thing that ever happened to me in my life is actually meeting my wife and her daughter. They were, it's heaven sent, and that's the two most important things in my life to me. And probably YouTube, because this is very, very rewarding as well. Who got you into YouTube and playing Minecraft? That is a little bit different. So I already talked about RPGini. The way I found, this is a little story, so bear with me. When I first started watching RPGini, he was doing the Might and Magic series. I think I started on like Might and Magic 2. And I watched a bunch of them, and I got to Might and Magic 9, and it was a little slow. So I wanted something that was a little bit more fast-paced, and I started digging, and I found a YouTuber by the name of QuickShot14. And QuickShot14 actually was playing Minecraft as well while he was doing that Might and Magic 9 LP. So that's what got me into Minecraft originally. Now, QuickShot14 no longer YouTubes. He actually got sent to prison for sexually assaulting a minor. It's actually a really, really sad story. If you guys are interested, y'all can check out his channel. I believe his brother put up like an update video about how he went to prison and stuff. But it's really sad. Like, I had a ton of respect for that guy, and I watched a lot of his stuff, and all of a sudden I heard this. He just disappeared one day, and long time later, when I was curious about it, I just went back to his channel, and that's what happened. So very unfortunate that my very first Minecraft experience is a child molester, but yeah, what can you do? You know, no respect with people like that for sure. But anyway, that's what got me interested in Minecraft. Then I started watching Co's Quest, and then I started watching from a Co's Quest, I started just watching CoStar in general, and then I saw him do a race for the wool match with BWO and Good, and that's how I found Minecraft. So let's see, and what's my favorite series so far? Might and Magic 2 was probably my favorite series. It's one of the first things I ever watched on YouTube as far as gaming from RPGini, which, by the way, no longer does LPs either, but he was great when he was around. It was almost like a 300-part series, 15 minutes apiece. It was actually pretty great. Personally, the favorite one that I made was Cobblestone Chronicles. That got me where I am today. So let's see, Jaredin Morden, I think that's your name. Sorry if I mispronounced that. First compelled me to make videos on YouTube. That would be making friends in the community. You know, like I have a bunch of friends in real life, but only a couple of them play games, and even not so serious. My cousin and I really like gaming, and we talk a lot, but that was one of the common factors that I could never find, is someone to play games with me. Naturally, I'm older. A lot of people are into their own things, jobs, family, keep them from doing things like that. So I think that was definitely what made me start is making friends. Look at those YouTube guys; they always getting to play games with friends and make friends, and that was probably what started me on the path. That and I really just liked games, so anything that I could do with them was a good deal, you know. Let's see. Van Ryder says, "Congrats on 4,000." Thanks, dude. Was most memorable experience in my YouTube career so far? Probably my DocM77 shout out. I think it was in like episode 23 or 17. I forget which one. I have it on my favorites list, but when DocM gave me a shout out for their Doc episode, I actually got a couple of those. I also got a shout out from Asumavoid on the Asuma show, and naturally the Good Tour, which was pretty exciting too. But probably the most memorable was the DocM77 shout out. That was just insane. I was like around 150 subs, and he had like 25k at the time, so that was pretty incredible for me. Let's see. Have I told my non-gaming friends about what I do? And if so, how did I go over? It's not really their bag. Like gaming's not much of their things. But they think it's pretty cool, you know. In general, it's just they've never asked enough, and I've never volunteered enough information to let them know that this could possibly be a career thing for me. But they will sooner or later, I suppose, if I keep on this range. Let's see. As many of your subs are quite young, do you ever feel obligated to be a positive role model for them? Well, I guess so. Maybe not so much obligated, but I'd like to think that I serve as a positive influence for most of them. Not all of my habits are child friendly, you know, some are naturally kind of adult, and I talk about some of them as well. But I don't exactly run a G channel, but I don't exactly run a filthy channel either, you know. Most of that stuff I keep for off the air, and I think that in anything that you apply effort to and you focused on, like YouTube, when it's constructive or it involves expressing your creativity, is a good thing. So in that manner, yes. And as far as my perfectionism goes, yes. I think that if you're gonna do something, do it, you know. So if I had to influence kids in that way, of course. And last question, are you planning to go to Minecon 2013? Absolutely. I hear it's on the East Coast, and it's going to be great, so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you guys out there. Eakinstan writes, first of all, congrats on 4,000. I deserve them. Thank you very much, Eakin. Second of all, question, well, can't really think of one. A little idea. All get pretty well through YouTube, but maybe you could do something like a general introduction video, not just about what you do on YouTube, but just about you as a person. That might be a thing in the future, Eakin. I could see myself doing a little biography or something like that. Maybe some vlogs outside of just channel updates and stuff. That might be a thing in the future if you guys like. And let's see, the last question of all the comments was from Slipgator. What is your greatest strength as a YouTube producer, and what is your greatest weakness? Well, I have to admit I had to think about this one for a little while. My greatest strength is probably my creativity and editing, and I guess my passion for it. You know, I really like it. And I really like making raw footage, you know, with just some random sounds and gameplay footage look like something significant and professional. So that's probably what my greatest strengths are. As far as my greatest weaknesses, that's probably my perfectionism, like trying to make things perfect, small edits that take more time than they're probably overlooked by most of my audience, but it's things like that that make good videos over time, but it definitely is a weakness of mine that I have to go over every single bit of it, when some very successful YouTubers out there don't have to do that at all. And probably my overcommitment too, like I get over-focused sometimes and I probably lose track of real life because I'm so into it sometimes, you know. I don't hardly make plans ever outside of doing stuff. Like when I get days off coming up, I just think about the videos that I can make. So that's probably my greatest weakness, is neglecting the rest of life for my YouTube commitment. I mean, when I say it. So, but that's probably it, and that's all the questions. So. Thanks, guys, so much. I know this went on quite a bit, but I got a lot of questions, and I hope I was able to answer them for you. And I hope you learned a little bit about me. And to all the people I gave shout-outs to, if anybody's interested, you guys can go check out their channels. It would be pretty great. I love to see community involvement and interaction when you guys make friends, and I was the one that helped you do that. It's very rewarding to me to know that, like in CobbleCon and stuff. And once again, guys, thanks so much for 4,000 subs. We're just about at 4,100 already, so things are definitely moving in the right direction. And it's an honor to entertain you guys and be a part of your daily or weekly or monthly routine, or however you watch me. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you around next time. This is Zueljin signing off. Have a good one.